Hey, how's everybody doing? How's everybody today? Wow, Heather, how are you?
I'm doing well. I can't answer for everybody, but I can tell you that I am doing very well.
No. You need to answer for everybody.
Nope, can't do it.
Tell us how everyone is doing.
Well, I can tell you this. Some
Okay.
folks are very happy to be members of the new
Oh,
community
awesome.
system,
I
which
love
we're
it.
going to have
Look
a
at the little,
conversation about today.
we are. Look at the, I like the little icon next to their name. Isn't that cool? Like I got my membership. Nice. I love it. Excelente. Jolyn, there you go. From the low country. I hear you, girl. Look, Tom Lingle. Awesome seeing him yesterday too. He was in the tip that we did yesterday. He stuck around and talked to Mike and I for a long time. Thank you, Tom.
That's
too.
Great
catching up. Yep. Greetings, Andrew. Nice. And yes, Huey. I love that we are all joining as members of this new TWT. Yes, Tinkering with Tech. Greetings from Niagara Falls. Yep. All the members. Look at them. All those members out there. This is kind of cool.
I don't know what 71 and saint means because, Richard, you ain't no saint. I'm just saying.
She knows you, dude. She knows you. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, my gosh, Andrew. No. I'm putting it back up there because, Andrew, I'm clearly going to be sending you a PayPal payment very soon. Thank you for that. I don't know what brought that on, but thank you. I appreciate it because I needed to hear that today.
Absolutely. Well, good.
So this is super exciting topic today. We've been talking about it. We've been mentioning the last couple of months. We've done some experimenting and other kind of fun things with YouTube memberships. And we're going to be talking about YouTube memberships today and some of the big things that have been going on and what we're doing with that.
And it's really quite cool because we were kind of reluctant at first because we weren't sure how it was going to work.
Yeah,
for one thing, we just weren't sure. We kind of looked into it.
So let's back up for just a second. For those of you who might not know, we 5 years ago we started the Tinkering with Tech membership community. It's a paid for community, and back then we called it the H&M Show.
That's right. We started out with the H&M Show. We did,
which stood for a whole bunch of things that had nothing to do with our names. But anyway, we decided.
I didn't. I'm sorry. I had to interrupt you. I did not know that the color actually carried over in stream when they become a member like that. That is so cool.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
Heather, you're a member? I'm sorry.
Yeah, remember you forced me to join or else I can't participate, remember? You said I wasn't allowed to be a part of the show anymore.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Okay, I'm sorry. So now back on track.
So what had happened was we created this membership. It was like paid for membership and everything's going great. And we would come up with all of these new things that we wanted to add. And over time, it became this really labor intensive group that you and I do a lot of manual stuff to make sure that the members have access to things and that when somebody drops off, they manually get removed. And there's a lot of conversation that takes place between us and so on. And one of the things that we'd really hoped was for a little bit more automation, at least on the side of the posts and the access to the posts, right? I mean, wouldn't you agree that was kind of a pain point? So,
true, yes. Andrew, there's a track. Are I a member?
Yes. Okay. As a matter of fact, you can tell, Thomas, because if you look at the little icon that's next to your name there.
Icon next to your name there. Isn't that cool? That's so awesome.
That means you are a member. So you're in the in club. Yep.
That's right.
So
what we do?
At the beginning of the year, at the end of last year, I guess, we had a conversation about some changes we wanted to experiment with.
Right. And so we experimented with some stuff.
No, there was no gum involved.
Oh, I'm sorry. Never mind. I put the wrong text up. Sorry about that.
Experiment. Okay. Yes.
Experiment. Exactly. Okay. So we did it with eggs. We did it with some egg experiment.
Experiments. So here's the thing. We wanted to see how the YouTube algorithm reacts to live stream replays, and what this membership thing would be about. Like, neither of us had ever used it. I've been a member of other people's channels, and I've seen how some things have gone, and I tried really hard pushing you towards this because it was like, I think this would be better than what we're doing.
we were
And
kind of reluctant, though. We were kind of like, okay, I'm kind of game, sort of.
well, because it was an unknown, right? When there's
Yeah.
unknowns, you're
Mhm.
kind of like, well, but is it going to do that? And there are ramifications for making changes.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right.
So are the changes going to help us or hurt us? That was another big thing. So this experiment, we started in January, and we
Oh no,
told all
experiment. Yeah,
the
experiment. Sorry.
experiment, we started in January, and we told the members that please don't join
Hmm.
this. This is
Hmm.
strictly for those people who would want access to game show replays. Remember that? That's what we
Yeah,
started with,
that's
right?
how we started it. Yep, and that's how we got Diane to become a member, actually. So yeah, there you
Diane
go.
was a member of that experiment. I don't know if she realizes that she was being experimented on, but thank you, Diane. We really appreciate you participating.
100%, 100%,
And
absolutely.
and it actually turned out to be something we realized was pretty cool. There were some features that you don't see until you turn them on,
That's right.
really.
That's
And
right.
so that was pretty neat. One of those features is individual posts for tier levels.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we could do a private post to just the members, and
Mhm.
no one else would see it, which is really kind of a
Quite
cool thing,
cool.
because in order for that to work in our current membership, we would have to put it behind a paywall, put it behind a private thing, get a private email address from someone, give them access, have them accept that access, and then have them go to that place and actually look
Yeah.
at the thing. It's just that convoluted.
Mhm.
And
Exactly, yes.
yes. And so with that information and understanding that it was possible to do something, we kind of discovered some things, right? We
Oh, yeah.
discovered some things.
We did.
We discovered, number one, that in our current membership, you can actually share those videos that we do that are for members only. Members
Yeah,
could
that's
actually
so
share those
cool.
with anybody.
Yeah,
No,
that's
that was
true,
not
yeah.
cool. That was not cool.
No.
That
It
part was
not
not cool.
that part was not cool that they could share, but it was really cool that they had access and no one else had access. We
Yeah.
thought, and
Well, that's
but
what we
then
thought. Yeah.
yeah, but then the part that kind of not really scared. I don't want to say scared us, but it was more
Right.
because we're
It was like this. It was like,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Hey,
Yeah.
wait a minute. They can
Didn't
actually
realize
share
that
these
was
because
even
they're
a
just unlisted, whatever, and all that kind of stuff. So yeah. So that's the discovery, part of the discovery part that we had.
yeah.
Exactly. So yes.
Yeah, another part of the discovery was figuring out that live stream video is the one thing that does
Yes.
affect our algorithm on the YouTube channel. And the only way to get over that is to stop doing live streams, not the
Yeah.
replays, not hiding the replays behind a paywall, but just don't do live streams, like do them on a separate channel or something. Well,
Mhm.
we decided that was not something we were willing to do.
No,
There's why
no,
I
because
have two channels.
we wanted to keep everybody here. Yeah, exactly. And it actually kind of had the reverse effect, don't you think? Because we were
I do.
getting like, okay, so when I did the game show, or we did the show, and by
Let's
taking it
just
away,
say let's
we
just
had
say you'd
replays.
have 50 people watching it live,
There you
then
go.
you would have 50 people watching the replay. Let's just say
Yeah.
that, right?
Sake of argument, yes.
If you had 50 people watching it live and then you don't have the replay available, you don't have those 50 views.
Yeah, so I wouldn't get any
That's no
views
bueno.
because they don't give you the views during your live. You don't get, and
Good point.
none of that counts toward your
Good
YouTube
point.
watch time. So because they can't monetize, there's a lot of reasons why. I mean, people
This
can
is a
manipulate the
great point.
system.
Yes,
So
that's
yeah,
a great point.
so that's why they don't. There's a lot of reasons why they don't. But that being said, it was important for us. We want to get those extra views afterward. We want them to try and come and become a member and stuff.
Yeah.
So this encourages, and so we wanted to bring that. Really, that's kind of the biggest discovery. We want that. We want people to watch.
Well, and okay, so you and I, our goal doing this entire show and creating this membership was to help people.
Yep.
So if somebody couldn't make it to the live show, they would then come and watch the replay. But if the replay was not available, they would not get to watch it. Ergo, we would not get to help.
Right.
So it was really cutting off every purpose we were here to do, which was not what we wanted to do. So that was a major discovery. And I think through all of this, we made some decisions, and there's a few more discoveries to be made even after the decision was made, because
That's right.
once we made the decision to go ahead and let's change.
I'll just go back and forth. Just whatever word you use, I'm just going to hit.
Okay. So once we made the decision to change the Tinkering with Tech community from a PayPal private community off-site website thing to YouTube memberships, and people joined and became a part of that, which started last week. If you're new to this and you're going, what the heck are you guys even talking about? Last week we made an announcement to our members that we were dissolving the way that we were doing it, and we're now moving everything over to YouTube memberships. That's the decision that we made. And then we discovered in the past week that making that decision has been huge for a couple of reasons. And one of really big reasons happened during yesterday's tip. Do you want to talk about that?
Nope, I don't want to talk about it.
No. All right.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, no, what was interesting is that tip, so many reactions came after that tip was even done. The really cool thing is that during our tip, I was talking something on the calendar, and then Heather got all these notifications about the calendar.
I'm at work. I'm at work, and I'm getting notification after notification that all these names. Now, listen, I've got to just share this with the group. Okay. So this is to the audience. I'm not even talking to you, Michael. So we have several of you who have been members for years and years, and we love you and appreciate your support, but you don't come to some of the things that we do. Like, there's a lot of things that you miss out on for whatever reason. There isn't a reason. I mean, we're not talking about the reasons. Yeah. So when I see some of these names that have not been active and involved in things, doing the action of the tip that you gave, which I wasn't there for. So I don't even know what the tip is, but I'm seeing this action come across my screen, and I'm like, please, I sent you a message that said, please tell me your tip had something to do with the calendar notifications, because all these people are saying, turn on notifications for a calendar. And I was like, this is really cool. This to me was an incredible discovery about our decision, that more folks were involved. And I personally experienced this because Monday I had access, because I was a low level member. I had access to Monday's tip. And what is interesting to me is that I miss a lot of the tips because they're just at times when I can't experience them or participate. Yeah. And so what was really interesting to me was that in my notifications on YouTube was the tip. Like, I didn't have to wait for the end of the week recap to actually have access to that link. I didn't have to wait to find out what you did a tip on, and then remember I need to go back and look at that on the website when it's available to me to look at. I could watch it right then and there when I was able to watch it. It was super cool. I could leave you a comment right there, and you responded right away, of course. And then you mentioned something that happened during that tip as well. Do you remember what it was?
I don't. What
someone
was
in
the
audience
decision?
In the audience during the tip. In the audience during the tip.
Zara actually came in. She did not want to participate and be active because we do that in Zoom. I do that in Zoom so I can get enough people. If we have all 20 whatever members it is, we can have them all come in and we discuss it. It's really nice. We do a tip, but then afterward we have a conversation about anything that somebody's having an issue with. But Zara was able to, she couldn't make it. She couldn't come in. Maybe she was in a doctor's office or whatever. She could see that we were live because it was to members only on YouTube, and she could comment over there. It was perfect. So it's a great experience all around.
So this was what was really cool. Exactly. What was really cool was I'm watching the replay of the tip, and you mentioned, oh, Zara's in the audience. Like, she's actually commenting over on YouTube right now. And I was thinking to myself, that's never happened before. We never had that before, because that link never got shared until days after it had occurred. So there were that was a pretty major one. I thought that was pretty cool. I thought that was a pretty cool discovery from the decision.
Exactly. One thing, I want to share this because this is when you here's one thing that we really like in what we did. Okay, there's a level 1 member right there. See there? This is what's cool. So what's interesting and what we got out of this was like you said, the levels that we have. So I'm going to share that right now. So when I go to
I'm going to make this bigger. Do you mind if I make this bigger so everybody can see? Because it's kind of small.
YouTube.com/ and here I can maybe make my screen a little bit bigger too. Maybe that would help. YouTube.com/ Michael Daniels / join.
So even anti-Zoomers can watch the tips.
That's
yes,
right.
Mike, that's true.
But what was cool is we found these 3 different levels. You could sign up at 3 different levels, showing your support with the channel. And we really thought about this. This is the Tinker with Tech community. This is what we had before. Nothing changed.
Yeah, we had one level. We had one level before.
One level.
It was everybody had to join at that level or not be a part of it at all.
That's right.
Like those were your options.
So what's cool is that it gives you this chance to join at the first level, or you can click and go to this one and join at this level. And it includes a couple more things, that kind of stuff, access to our website, access to a daily calendar that you're added to, all that kind of stuff, 4 tips a week, that kind of thing. Whereas just the fan is just more of just, you get a behind the scenes video every once in a while. And it's 1 tip a week, exclusive tip. That where these guys are getting 4 tips a week. And then we did the super mega fan where you get workshops, where interactive workshops and one-on-one stuff with us. It was really cool trying to come up with and figure out what each level was going to get and give, and to keep those members a chance to keep at the same level that they wanted or decided. It was really kind of cool. I mean, I don't know. I thought it was. I thought it was neat that we could split things up. I mean, it was. Really
I agree.
Kind of
I thought it was smart the way you came up with that, because, I was thinking when we started this whole thing, I was thinking like being a member is the top tier, right? Being a member, you get everything, and then you're like, well, then what would be the middle level? Like, what would we'd have to take some stuff away from people? Well, we don't really want to make it even more cumbersome, and we really. I mean, you and I are really bad about this. We'd rather give everything to everybody, like at every level, right?
That's true.
So it's like I don't want to be one of those. Oh, I'm sorry that you missed out on that, but you're at the wrong level. So, too bad. Like that was just a weird place, right?
That's a great point. That's a great point. No, you're right.
Yeah. So trying to come up with, we don't want anyone to lose what they have. Those of you who have signed up and are members of Tinkering with Tech have told us how much you enjoy the benefits. And if there was one thing you could live without, there was never an answer to that question. So I think the best thing for us to do was, like you said, just keep that level the way it was at the same price and everything else, which is really cool. So then we decided, and this came from members. Members had shared with us that we do not charge enough for the labor-intensive workshops that we do. And when we do a workshop, you might not realize this, but when we do a workshop, we put weeks worth of work into it, especially if you saw the last workshop that we worked towards.
The OBS one we did?
Yes. The OBS one that you did, because I was not available, I was sick, but the work that we put into that was about 6 weeks worth of work into making that one workshop happen. And so when you think about that, yeah, you're right. $10 a month is probably not enough for that. And so so that's why we upped it to the higher level for that particular item. And this was all just part of those decisions and the discovery and the discussion that we had with, I'm just using all these.
Okay,
words.
go ahead. Decision, experiment.
I said discussion. You don't have that banner. So.
I don't. I need to get that one. Hold on. I'll get a banner real quick.
Yeah.
But it was great.
I love it.
Should have just used super ultra mega. That's right.
That's right. That's right. So the idea then through this whole thing has just been, how can we help more people? How can we make it more user friendly? How can we spend more time helping people and less time doing, the behind the scenes type stuff? And everyone has been so helpful in this whole process. It's just been amazing. And I'm so grateful to all of them, especially folks like Eileen, who is also a YouTube member.
That's right.
It's pretty cool.
You know, the thing is, one thing that I wanted to clarify. Oh, and Maria, hey Maria, another member. All these members showing up. This is great. And I think Diane asked a pretty good question out there too. What was your question? What was that one? I went off screen. Yeah,
I was
right.
I was a rat running through the maze. Yes, you were.
No,
you were our experimenter.
A different one though.
No, I didn't see it.
Didn't you have another one? I'm sorry.
Oh wait, how do we know what level we are?
A very good
question. Do you have that available on screen, or should I do that one?
Maybe you should do that one only because I don't know how you check.
That's why I asked. Yeah. All right. I'm not prepared, so let me get it open here.
I can tell you which level you are because I do have that information, but that's not one that I want to kind of show.
Okay, you know what? I'm going to show how I get to that so that you guys could see it. Wouldn't that be a good idea?
Be awesome.
All right,
that'd be fantastic.
let's just do that then. I was
Thanks
going to get to it first, but
appreciate you doing that. There you go. 3D decision discovery discussion. Andrew says, I love it. 3D. Yep. 3D, a whole new meaning to 3D. All right, Heather, I'm going to add to stream.
All right.
So we'll do the full page thing or whatever if you want.
I'm on the I'm on the dashboard of my YouTube studio. And I'm doing this because I want to be able to see my memberships and stuff. So let me show you where that kind of stuff is. Let me think about it for a second, because I think it was on my channel, wasn't it? Yeah. So when you're on your channel, yes. So when you're on your channel, you go up to the upper right corner where your image is. You want to click on that. Once you click on that, then you're going to come down to purchases and memberships. It's the second one on my list here, purchases and memberships. When I click that, I now can see all the super chats I've done. I can see the memberships that I belong to. And that's where I can manage my membership with Michael and see. I can deactivate. I can see my perks, and I can edit how it's billed. And you guys can just ignore my email address. That'd be great. And then here it takes me over to the perks. This is the perks page as a fan, or super mega ultimate fan.
Super mega ultimate fan. That's right. Yeah.
Yes. And then this right here is a blue link with a drop down. When I click that, it says everything that I get. I get the loyalty badges. I get the custom emojis. I get priority reply to comments. So he's going to reply to my comments before anybody else's. Ha ha ha. And then all of the perks, basically, because I'm at the super mega ultimate fan level. So I get all the perks.
Yes.
All three levels in one thing. So there's everything there. And you know, it's just really, really cool. So then here you can see
hold on, I gotta put this up. Maria Capaldi says Smuff.
I don't know what that means.
Super mega ultimate fan.
I wasn't gonna put that up because I didn't know what she was on about, and I'm like, Maria's not normally the type of person who would put something you don't want to post, but at the same time, I wasn't sure.
Oh, that's funny.
Yes, Diane.
Diane says she said, I don't have that because I don't have a YouTube channel.
You do have a YouTube channel. You do have a YouTube channel. It just doesn't quite look like this. So you just go to this, go to hold on. We'll do it like this. Go to your Google account, click that little grid of dots up there, click YouTube. And then from there you can see your channel. Everybody's got one. If you've got a YouTube account, you have a YouTube channel. You just
if you're leaving comments,
upload. Yep.
If you're leaving comments, then you have a
And so that's where you find purchases and memberships.
It's just how to get there.
Exactly. And so I do want to. I'm going to stop sharing for just a second because I do want to say. This is also another thing. So this is about Twitch, but I do want to mention this notifications. That is a big reason why switching to YouTube channel memberships is huge for you as a viewer, because if you are a member of the channel, I promise you, YouTube is making sure you get your notifications. Why? Because they don't want you to stop paying. So I mean, if you're one of those who's like, I just wish that, I would know when you're live. You will know when Michael is live at whichever tier you're at. It will tell you for sure, because that I've gotten every notification without fail. I've not had a single problem with notifications since becoming a member, which honestly I was struggling with before. And I've changed no settings other than joining the membership. So yeah, that's a little sneaky, YouTube, but
it is.
We're going to use it to our advantage, folks.
Mark says, I love the social aspect of membership, commenting on YouTube videos. I agree. I agree. Definitely. They could do they use the term community where it's not really
it's a little bit
community. We kind of build our own community around what that has, because on the backside, when you're the middle membership, at least the $9.99, you're going to get the 4 tips. So we socialize that way. You get a notification in a Hangout chat that, hey, we're doing a tip in 15 minutes. You're getting any notifications about Backstage Pass. There's benefits to being the member. That's not just the YouTube side of it too. There's other stuff that we do in the background that you gain and get by being that member in the middle. This is the way we decided to structure it. You can structure your own memberships. If you're taking on memberships on your own, you can structure it however you want. Design it your own way. This is the way we decided to come up with it and use and do that way, so everybody could see and and teach you guys about memberships. Anytime we do something, we're and understand the money's not the biggest thing. What we do with the money is we buy like Zoom so we can learn all about Zoom, or we buy StreamYard so we can teach you about StreamYard, or we buy whatever. That's all that cost goes right back into what we're doing for that kind of stuff. That's the way we look at it.
That's what you're paying for, is learning about the products that you had. Like if you came to one of the membership meetings and said, look, I really need to know how to use my iPad to present when I'm doing it. We will do the research and do that. And that's what your membership is paying for. So let me full screen this for a second, if you don't mind.
Go for it. Yeah, absolutely.
I want you to see what happens as a person who is signed out. I have clicked on the link that I had as Heather Crafter. I had access to this tip for Monday. I clicked on it, but I did incognito window. So I'm no longer signed into YouTube, right? I'm trying to watch that video and I can't. And look what it says. It says members only content. Join this channel to get members only content like this video and other exclusive perks. And if you want to do it, it's right there on that page. You can join right there. So this is a really cool thing. The reason why I'm pointing this out is because
for people that are considering memberships. I mean, this is a great thing.
If you are a member and you're like, hey, Michael just did a tip on that thing you were asking me about, you definitely want to watch this. You can actually now share that. And in order for them to see it, they just have to join. So it's no longer, you don't have to convince them to join. You don't have to, nothing there. And you have something you can physically share with your friends and people who are interested. And Mark Barris, who is a super awesome fan who helps us with the Facebook membership, he can actually begin sharing those videos over there. I don't know if he realizes that, but we'll have a talk about that one, Mark.
So I mean, this is fantastic. I'm so glad that everybody, I mean, if you're considering memberships and you can do different levels, they have different prices that you can do. Like I think there's as low as $199. There's a $199. There you go. Maria Capaldi says, how about that? A $199 level. You could do a $199 level, I think a $299 level, and a $499.
Yeah, I don't remember what all the numbers are, but
I can't remember either.
There's preset numbers.
They are preset. Numbers. Yeah. That YouTube is set up, but you can pick and choose. Like, I think we could max out at $24.90. I can't remember. I think it's, but anyways, like you said, they have the presets. You can choose which preset you want to do and all that kind of stuff. We appreciate the support, though. I will say that our community has been really great about that.
And the whole reason for sharing this today was we wanted you to understand, number one, the changes that have taken place in the membership, and a lot of the promised research that we said we were going to do from the beginning of the year when we said we were making these changes and trying to try this this stuff out. And we want to be able to help anyone out there who might be interested in using YouTube memberships. Now, it is something we should share this as well. It is something that your channel does have to qualify for. So if that's something you're interested in, take a look at YouTube/support. I think it's youtube.com/support, I think is what it is. And you'll find you will find the qualifications for that. And if you have any questions and you'd want to know more about how to get your channel to that level and those sorts of things, that's where joining the membership will get you that kind of help. So
there you go. I like when it says more about the perks and it talks about the different things behind the scenes, videos, creations, and we got a game show to, I mean, just already some members have even reached out to me and said that they absolutely loved being able to see how I go in and create and work on, like, I think I did a timer that I added to one of the game shows where it was more automatic. And I talked through the whole process when I was doing that. You personally have told me to do that forever. You said, Michael, why don't you just go live and just let people see what you're doing?
Last week, okay, so last week when we shared with the community the new perks and stuff, I was most excited about that because I have been saying forever, if you would just show the community what you're doing, I think people would be fascinated by this. And I think you were convinced that I was the only one fascinated by it, but it turns out I'm not, right? See?
That's right. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It is. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Good. I hope you guys learned a little bit about memberships, YouTube membership specifically. It's kind of cool. It was fun. It was good to talk about it. I think we explained everything. If you have any questions on this, if you'd like to become a member just for a month, just to try it out and see what the membership's all about, come in and check it out. Nothing changes that way. You can go to our site, tinkeringwithtech.net, which is what I had the QR code up there for. So you can, if you're on mobile or see this later and you have your mobile phone with you, go up to that little link up there and we can here, I'll show you right there. You can go right up there. Do it that way to learn a little bit more about this and anything. We do all kinds of stuff. It's not just, we do OBS, we do Windows, Android stuff. I go over all kinds of Google stuff because I'm a Google geek. Anybody that knows me knows that. But anyway, those that are members, you guys know you have access to the Backstage Pass and you can come into the Backstage Pass as we get going here. Thank you, everybody. We appreciate you guys coming to the show. Heather, did I leave anything out? Do I need anything else?
Mentally, no. Everything's good. You did great. Can't remember. So
do you
if
want
we
to
missed it, it wasn't important.
Do you want to put that post back up about Heather on there? Do you want to find that and put that back up there? I mean, there you go. Here you go. Heather looks great today.
I forgot about that. I didn't know what you're talking about. Yes, I need to hear that as many times as throughout the day as I can. So thank you very much. Again, Andrew, thank you. Your check's in the mail.
I love it. I love it. Hey, listen, as fun as it's always fun with you. I appreciate you and I appreciate the community. Thank you, everybody, for your support. I hope maybe some of you work out memberships for yourselves. I think that would be really cool. If you let us know, give us some feedback if you do, especially members. Get in contact. If you're watching this video later and you have questions about it, feel free to put it in the comments because this is going out live to everyone. So thank you much. We will see you guys in the Backstage Pass. Appreciate it, Heather, and thank you.
Thank you, Michael. Bye, everybody.
Bye, all.